Shure have actually come out with the Intellimix Room kit. Originally, they had come out with the different versions of the kit. So you're scaling from small to medium to large. And as you do that, you go from a single camera to multi-camera, or you're going from a single microphone to two microphones, so two MXA 902s. And so the development there since you saw it released was they've actually chosen to release Intellimix Room Kit Foundation Kit, which is just the touch panel and the compute NUC. The compute NUC is running the Intellimix Room DSP software, so that if you wanted to choose a different flavor of MXA 920 or ceiling speakers for your system, you can just buy the foundation kit. You don't have to jump into like a small or a medium room or something like that.
So I guess it's an interesting take. I didn't really see the Room kit coming at ISE, but I guess it makes sense that Shure, as the manufacturer of sort of probably the most sophisticated element of a room kit in the ceiling mic array, why it can't be the gatekeeper, as it were, of the room kit compared to, say, I don't know, whoever else might be doing control or DSP or whatever. So, like, how would you, I guess, sell the idea of the Shure version or the Shure kit being an easier integration?
I think naturally, as you said, being quite a sophisticated ceiling array, right, whether it be the 920, 902 or 901, 902 specifically for the kids, I think the really hard work has been done, because getting a ceiling array to perform nicely is a very hard thing to do, and Shure have done that very well. And for the longest time, they've been the add-on, the peripheral to the room, so the room being the MTR system or the Zoom room system. And I think, quite cleverly, smartly in their eyes, they've gone, well, we can do the really hard thing. Surely we can do a computer running, MTR or Zoom with a touch panel. Like, it seems to be a really relatively simple thing to do. And so they've said, all right, let's give you the option to keep it all in-house with Shure, and make your meeting space sort of one ecosystem, one integration that all works with each other. The really good benefit to doing that then is if you, Shure, are running the PC, the NUC, you can then do an automatic setup of the room. So let's say I went with the Intellimix Room Kit 30, which comes with a 902. As I deploy my MTR NUC, my room, it will automatically discover the 902. It will pair it with the Intellimix Room DSP that's running on the NUC, and it will do an automatic setup for you. So no longer do you have to do this, I'm using brand A for my MTR system, and now I have to integrate it with my microphones and things. It's just one in-house, press a button, you're done type thing.
Are there any other advantages, I guess, in staying in one ecosystem, your favorite word?
Yes.
Like, I'm thinking security or...
So security, yes, that's a great point. Shure offer end-to-end encryption, so AES 256 encryption. There are some organizations, me being from Jan's in the support and design team, where we hop on a call to help work out a solution, and they say, well, do we have encryption? If the answer was no, the conversation stops there. So at this point, we talk into the microphone, it is encrypted to the DSP, it is encrypted to the amplifier or the loudspeaker, and so nobody can sort of, hijack your information from there. The other benefit, and this is one that comes up a lot of the time for myself personally in support, it is our industry. Whether or not people want to talk about it is one thing, but when something goes wrong in a system where there are multiple players, as soon as something goes wrong, you usually get, oh, it's not our thing, it's their thing. When it's all in-house, you call, let's say, Australia, Jan's for technical support for Shure. We help you with the whole system because it is the whole system. We can't, go and say, oh, it's them, go talk to them. So keeping it, point to point really helps on not just the initial setup, but the future support.
Right. I guess finally, as far as I can see with the kits, none of them focus on loudspeaker inclusion. But in the same show, the same stand, you're launching at least 2 new pendant speakers. Am I right to draw any connections there?
It's a good point. So given that the kits use the MXA902, that ceiling array microphone has a built-in loudspeaker and
Okay, I'm just
amplifier.
showing myself as an idiot.
No, but it's a great point because they come as a kit.
Yeah.
But if you then say, actually, a single, ceiling array having a loudspeaker isn't perfect for us.
Yeah.
We actually need slightly more distributed audio coming into the room. That's where you say, hey, I'll use the foundation kit, and I'll then pair it with a 901 or a 920, and I will use my, as we were talking about before, the MXN amplifier or my active Shure speakers. So it's a perfect sort of like, do you want path A or do you want path B? Choose your own adventure type thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.